everybody. This is pregnancy week 34. I'm in the middle to nearing the end of my 34th week of pregnancy, and I've had a couple appointments and stuff that are, I guess, worthy of talking about. This video may be interrupted because I've got a house full of crazy sons going crazy out there. Anyway, I went Monday for my gestational diabetes test, which was a little different than I thought it would be. They drew my blood, made me drink the drink, which was terrible, and then I began to feel terribly nauseous after about 45 minutes, and then they drew my blood again at 1 hour, then again at 2 hours, and every single time they drew the blood from the exact same hole, the needle hole. I didn't think they were going to do that. It hurt, and it was grueling sitting there for like 2.5 hours. It was terrible, but thankfully the lady that ran the lab was really nice. Anyway, today, Thursday, I had my week 34 prenatal appointment, and I've lost a pound, which means that from beginning to end of this pregnancy, I weigh 7 pounds less than when I started, so I'm doing okay. I haven't gained some terrible, tremendous amount of weight like I feared, which is good. A little bit upsetting though, because my gestational diabetes test came back and they lost part of the test. They lost the 1 hour blood test. So they have the first test before I took the drink and the last test at 2 hours. And I told her, well, they did all 3 tests, and the doctor's like, are you sure? And I said, well, obviously they've made a mistake and I don't want to go back down there again. Anyway, she said that the first blood test from before I drank the drink was slightly elevated, which does not indicate gestational diabetes, but it would be classified as, let me see if I can get this right, glucose intolerance during pregnancy, which is not diabetes, but it's like, I guess, verging, I guess you could say, so it has to be watched. She wants me to go to some pregnancy diabetic seminar thing where they have a counseling session with you and they talk about how to avoid too many spikes and drops in your sugar levels. And I don't know if I'm going to have to be tested, like do my blood sugar, do my blood testing, I don't know. I'm still confused about the whole thing because I think that they should not determine anything until they have all 3 parts of the test that I slaved over for 2 hours. But she said not to worry, it's not abnormal. I'm not considered diabetic by any means, so that's good. She also said my iron was low, and I have to resume taking a general prenatal vitamin, which I have not been taking this pregnancy at all because of vomiting and nausea like nonstop. But she said I should try again taking some, so I'm going to do that. And she said that she wants an ultrasound as soon as possible to check the size and positioning of the baby, because with my chubby stomach, even though she has an idea, she can't be completely positive of the baby's positioning. It's not like a skinny girl where you can just feel everything. And the baby does measure large. Like last week at my 33-week appointment, the baby was measuring 36 centimeters, which is large, but could be somewhat due to the fact that I am overweight. That, you know, like that could vary slightly. And so they called and they got me an appointment at my local hospital for tomorrow. So I'm having an ultrasound tomorrow to check the positioning of the baby. If she's not head down, then the likelihood of C-section would be quite great, I would imagine, because the chance of her turning at this point probably isn't that good. And if that's the case, I don't really want that to happen. I'm going to do part 2 in a few minutes because I'm being summoned.